Well, I'm Chris, and this is a little update on the Jeep project, let you know what's going on. So we are finally getting this thing ready to do the final detail. As you can see, I still haven't even polished those 3 wheels. You can't see them. We only got 1 polish. It's actually a lot of work to do that, but they are holding up very well without even being clean since I made that video. So we're going to be experimenting with some of these products from Adams. I don't really like their wheel cleaner, don't care for it, but the detail spray, and they have an undercarriage spray where we're going to try to transform this to where it looks brand new. But we're going to have a whole video just cleaning up all this stuff, making this stuff look good again, find out what we can spray on that bumper to keep it looking shiny. We're going to find something that we can put on these plastics that's going to work, and probably pull that freaking white steering thing off and paint it or something. And then the dreaded one is we're probably going to have to either strip these or figure something out, because this is what happens whenever you don't understand what you're doing when you're painting. And he probably had some kind of freaking blackening agent on there and just washed it with dish soap, painted it, and then it flakes off a couple years later. It's doing it on every single one, and it's actually the thing that bothers me the most on the Jeep right now. So you can see us doing it real bad right here. The problem is that paint remover sometimes will melt plastic, so something we're going to have to get into. So the guy did bail out on the top. I can't blame him, he sounded young, but I wanted to do a video putting it on his yellow Jeep because there's 2 special seals that I'm pretty sure most people don't know about. But you'll see it in a future video when I do sell it, and we'll get it on somebody's Jeep in a video. So on that review video, I had the Sunrider open only halfway. We're going to open it up completely in a little bit. And in that video, some guy commented to do a video on taking your doors off. So that reminded me I have half doors I completely forgot about. So we're going to throw a little crackhead paint job on that yellow door, and we're going to get them off and do a test fit before we go to body work those and paint them the right way. I'm going to have a video complete to end, a whole freaking project, getting those doors painted and matched to this Jeep, because those are permanently going on the Jeep, and hopefully I can get $1,000 for those, something like that. But as far as people that don't have half doors, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the top down on a Jeep and full doors. For some reason, at first I thought there would be a problem, that's why I got the half doors, but I think just subconsciously I just wanted that half door look. So let's get these things painted. So we're going to do a real quick crackhead paint job on them, just so they'll match the Jeep in the video. This is the same paint I used on my little model Jeep. Okay, so gray Scotch-Brite. That's why you don't paint cars with rattle cans, because the fan is not big enough, so you end up with a whole bunch of little stripes like that. It can be done, it's just a really stupid idea. So don't ever think in your life that a rattle can paint job on anything that big is worth a crap, because it's not. Absolutely not. Simply because, like I said, the fan does not get big enough. Now they do sell rattle cans that do have super big fans on them, but you'll find those at professional paint stores for touch-ups. Okay, so on the hinges they have some little nuts. They've already been taken off. I've never seen what they look like. I tried to lift up on this door earlier and it would not come up, so we're just going to spray it with WD-40 all around the hinges while we work it, because this will not affect the paint in any way. So the way the hinges are made, this steel part just kind of wraps around. So this little area right here, if you spray in there, it will come in contact with the pin. So that's what we're trying to do in both of these little areas right there. Just give it a bath, but then move it. Alright, so just remember to roll your window down so you can use that as a handle, and don't forget to take your little strap out. I really like these. They were real cheap on eBay. Check them out. Let's see how easy or hard it is to take this door off. So that was not staged or faked. That was the first time in my life I've ever taken a door off of a Jeep, or any type of door that comes off real easy like that. But the point was, we were trying to spray in a little groove so that the WD-40 gets on there. Now that is kind of a workout, and the hardest part is finding a place for these doors. Don't just set them on the concrete. So don't hate me, but when I see TJs with the doors off or anything newer, I don't think they look right. There's something about the styling of the interior just looks too new, And in my opinion, I just don't like seeing doors off of 97 and up Jeeps. The YJs and back, of course they look fine with no doors, but I will never in my life ever run this Jeep without doors. So that door like that looks a trillion times better. Now we're putting them on before we start the bodywork and paint because it doesn't close, because we got to make a adjustment just to get it in that range before we start painting and doing the bodywork on this door. You want to get that stuff on there and test fit it before you paint it, because those hinges right there, if you have to make an adjustment, you'll knock the paint off, screw it all up. So let's get some adjustments on that door. So does that make any sense? Because you see that adjustment we made right there, moved it, and if we would have had a fresh paint job on there, we would have been totally screwed. But you can clearly see that door is going to fit this Jeep perfect. It looks really good like that. All right, so the fitment passes the test. We're going to do a little more adjustments on it. I'm going to have a video coming pretty short where we're going to take those from start to finish. We're going to body work them. We're going to do everything we need to get them painted the correct solar yellow color, and we're going to have a video putting these on the Jeep in the future. So to open up the Sunrider correctly, it's all about the way you fold it. It can be kind of difficult. Let's try. So you can see it opens up about 40%. Pretty crazy. Let's see the view from the inside. Can't beat that. But then look at the view with the half door. Crazy. So you see the full door and you see why the half doors are so much cooler, just in case you don't know that. Okay, so some people are on either side of the fence of whether hardtop or soft top. The truth is, if you're gonna daily drive your Jeep, you need the hardtop. You can't daily drive this because anybody can just unzip your windows from the outside and get in your Jeep, especially if you live somewhere like I do in Houston, Texas. So what about full doors versus half doors? Well, the thing nobody talks about is that these half doors, whenever I go to buy the cloth uppers and upper frames, it's $426 from Best Top to match that top. Okay, so let's get the full door back on to see how easy or hard that is. So you can hear me breathing. That wasn't the easiest job in the world because you got to be super careful not to scratch this. I didn't scratch anything, but in the future I would definitely put some kind of masking tape there just to be on the super safe side. So now that I got two convertibles, which one's better? I'm gonna tell you right now, the Jeep is better because you're not tempted to drive fast and be stupid like you are in this car. Okay, so one of the things that's still troubling me is the lift on this Jeep. It has a 2-inch body lift. A lot of people tell me there's no way it has a 6-inch suspension lift. Okay, but what's weird about it is here's my 3/4 ton, has a 6-inch full suspension rough country lift with 35-inch tires, and that Jeep sits up higher than this. It's a 3/4 ton pickup. So that's one of the last mysteries of this Jeep, is what freaking lift kit does it have on it? Notice it has a bent arm kit on there, and Skyjacker is the only company that makes that, but they only make it in a 6-inch lift. So I'm just talking about that in case somebody out there knows some dead giveaway measurement that you can take from somewhere to know exactly how high your Jeep is off the ground. So let's finish this video off with a very cool toy review. Let's see what I got in the box. Oh my God, what the heck do we have here? Are you serious? Now, I paid $43 for this. I thought it was gonna be bigger than this. You can see my hand, it's real small. Let's check this thing out. Okay, so this toy was made by Hasbro in 2004 and sort of is considered a collector's item. So you see how it came. Now I bought this to play with it, not to keep it in the box. Let's get it out. Dude, this is so cool. It's actually kind of heavy. Oh, this is awesome. So at first glance, I actually really like this toy. It has this on. Let's see if we can take this off. I don't know why it has that. That was cool. We don't want that on there. So the Jeep actually has suspension on it, which is very odd for a toy like this. Doors open. That's freaking crazy. Hood opens. That's insane. So there's no instructions in the box, so maybe they took them out, but we got to figure out how to turn them into that guy. Okay, so I cannot figure this out, and that's what's making this toy a million times cooler than I ever imagined. Let me see how long it takes me to figure this out. Okay, so it took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to get this guy together. That was the most fun I've had since driving the Jeep with the top down. Okay, so this is a lot like solving a Rubik's Cube. It's not that easy. I had so much fun just now. I'm going to go on eBay right now and try to buy more of these. I'm not going to spend $43 on them. I just had to have this one. And I haven't looked on YouTube, but there better not be any videos of people showing you how to build these Transformers, because that's what makes it so fun, trying to figure it out. Let's get them back into Jeep mode. So it's got cool little stuff like his little gun, fits into the little spare tire carrier, and I still don't even know how to open this. Has some secret to it. Just be careful because you can break this stuff. How did I get this open? That's what's so cool about this. It's like a puzzle. I don't know what's going on here. See, there you go. And his gun secretly goes in there. Stuff is fun. It's crazy. So it took me 12 minutes to figure out how to put this thing back together. It's so difficult. I had so much fun. You can hear it in my voice. I'm going to be looking for more of these. I hope they have other vehicles that I own. Okay, so I'm actually really excited with this toy. I'm going to get me some little Rubicon stickers so it really looks like mine. And if you haven't watched all my videos, I have 3 of them where I made an RC crawler with a little remote control replica of my Jeep as well. Well, that's it for the video. This thing totally passes the test and I'm in love with it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.